Good evening, everyone. We got a couple logistical things to take care of in different formats today. So we actually have 3 meetings. The first one is not really a meeting, but a tax hearing that we have to conduct in January every year. So with that, I'm going to ask Ms. Reed to take over the meeting.
Thank you. The tax budget hearing is a meeting for the public and for the Board of Education. As Mr. Stobie mentioned, it's just a tax budget hearing. I'm just going to make a simple statement, though, about the tax budget. The Avon Lake Board of Education is holding tonight's tax budget hearing in accordance with Ohio Revised Code. The Board of Education must adopt the tax budget on or before January 15th and then file it with the Lorain County Auditor by January 20th. State of Ohio statute requires that the district's tax budget include all anticipated receipts and expenditures for the next succeeding fiscal year. And a copy of the tax budget can be found within our organizational board meeting agenda, which is also being held tonight directly after our tax budget meeting. Any questions?
Is there any changes from last year to this year from any of our processes regarding our tax budget?
The only process that has changed regarding the tax budget is we are doing an audio recording of the tax budget hearing, but outside of that, no, there are no changes. Dollar amounts are slightly different because revenues and expenditures are going to be different from each fiscal year to another, but the process itself, no, there are no differences.
Okay. Do we need to wrap up the meeting by concluding with a motion or not?
There's no motion taken at the public hearing. It's just a hearing. If there's any questions that the audience may have, I'm happy to answer them. But this is very normal business for every school district in Ohio.
Okay. Are there any questions from the public?
Can I ask a question? And this is a philosophical question, or maybe a practical question about why these are held. Are they opportunities for people to come in and understand what we're collecting in terms of taxes? So similar to kind of what we reviewed as part of our forecast, this is just an official filing of?
The tax budget is a separate document from our 5-year forecast.
I know it's separate, but I'm sure it feeds into understanding.
Yes, they are connected in that I would utilize the information on our 5-year forecast to then look at our tax budget and say, well, what does this next fiscal year look like from a revenue and an
So it's a
expenditure
supplement to that.
standpoint?
Yeah.
So this is a separate document within Ohio Revised Code that the board has to adopt. And then what will happen next is I'll submit it to the Lorain County Board or the Lorain County Auditor, and then the Budget Commission will meet and they'll set all of our rates for the following fiscal year.
Okay. Just note there is no questions from the audience, so we are going to conclude and take a brief pause until 6 o'clock for our organizational meeting. Thanks.